So we can go ahead and name Itali. That card is in the dinosaur deck always. I don't think there's a list that I've seen that doesn't have it. Gonna name him, and look at there. That is no longer an issue. Hey, I hope you're doing awesome. Edge of Eternities is right around the corner, and I don't know about you, but I've spent a lot of my wild cards on the Final Fantasy set. So I'm kind of looking for some rotation-proof decks that I can bring into the new set without having to worry too much about crafting and throwing some more money at the game, etc. Because as we all know, Magic the Gathering likes to beat us up for our lunch money, and we kind of like that. So anyway, this particular deck is rotation-proof mono black. And it's a lot of fun. It primarily focuses on hand hate. It doesn't have any demons in it, even though it does have Unholy Annex. Its main core strength is getting into the opponent's hand, taking their resources, stealing cards, or naming cards that they can no longer use for the rest of the game. That's a lot of fun. When I play mono black, that's what I want to do. So let's jump into the deck real quick. We've got Duress for getting into their hand really cheaply, 1 mana. We get to take non-creature, non-lands from it. Intimidation Tactics is the same thing, but instead it's creatures and artifacts. We can also cycle if needed. Stab is going to be replacing Cut Down since it's rotating soon, which is weird, but I mean, it's been here with us for a long time. This is not as good as Cut Down, but it's definitely well enough to put into the deck because there's not really any other 1 mana kill cards like this. Shoot the Sheriff, however, will destroy non-outlaw creatures for 2 mana. I haven't run into any issues with this being I haven't run into any issues with the non-outlaw aspect of this, and it's a great removal. Strategic Betrayal is also fantastic for removal, but also gets their graveyard exiled, which is a really good idea right now due to all of the graveyard reanimator decks that are out there. Yuna, you're going to run into that deck, and it is going to be with us post-rotation. Dinosaurs, I don't know about that deck being relevant still due to rotation, but there are a handful of other decks that use the graveyard. Strategic Betrayal is a really strong meta card right now, so that's why it's in the deck. Mazemind Tome, same. We want card value. We want to be able to peek into our next draw or just draw the card, and it's fantastic for that. Bandit's Talent's getting back into their hand, and then we can also upgrade this card later on and make it do a lot more damage and give us more value. Cruelclaw Heist is an absolute must-have. Anytime I build a black deck in general, I'm always wanting to put this in. It's just a lot of fun. We can steal their cards, but we don't have to rely on that aspect. After we gift a card, we can just reveal their hand and take something from them, or, basically exile it. Another really good way of getting into their hand and taking and stripping resources from them. Unholy Annex, I don't have to explain this card. Everyone knows it. We don't have any demons. We just want to be able to draw cards. We can make a demon with this if needed, but we also have Soulstone to help us out in that regard. And then, of course, Ancient Vendetta. This card, if you haven't seen it before, you choose a card name, you search target opponent's graveyard, hand, and library for up to 4 cards with that name, and you exile them. This is awesome if you're up against a matchup that you're familiar with, or maybe you're not familiar with. You can see something that maybe they've cast, and you can go for that card. You don't have to know every single deck, but if you do see something that's a threat that they've cast before that's maybe in their graveyard, of course, if it's just on the battlefield, it doesn't count. But for the most part, for example, you may know Yuna. Be sure to name the right one. Same thing for Ugin. Yeah, name the right Ugin. There's more than one out there. But this card is just absolutely devastating if you know what to pick. Even if you don't, it still ends up being a nice removal, and the game does help you out with giving you a list of most recently seen cards in a particular matchup that you're in. So I included it. It's not even rare, which to me is baffling. I think this card is amazing and underplayed, and I never see it, but I love playing it. It feels dirty, and mono black should feel that way. So with that being said, let's jump on the ladder and see how this does. Okay, that's good enough. We've got removal value from the tome, and a little bit more removal. I've been seeing a lot of creatures just in general every time I play anything on the ladder right now. Don't know what that's all about, but oh well. That being said, I don't see any creatures over there. That's okay though. That means we'll be able to play our tome and not worry so much about pressure. coming at us with a Momentum Breaker. Obviously, we've got 2 Strategic Betrayals, so we'll do that. Anytime I see an Unholy Annex, I'm going to go for it. Alright, now we've got some good value on the board that I don't think they'll be able to remove anytime soon. Enchantments and artifacts are traditionally kind of hard to remove. We've got a Town Greeter. Looks like they're going to mill. So these Strategic Betrayals are going to probably come in very handy. Let's see. Ooh, Valgavoth. That's terrifying. So I am going to get rid of that as soon as I can. AKA right now. Yeah, that felt good. I just worry now for the future. Yeah, because if it does get on the board, even though we have targeted removal, the ward cost on Valgavoth is absolutely ridiculous. So, let's do a little digging, see what we find. I think it's highly debatable whether scrying or drawing is the play for Mazemind. If you don't necessarily know what you're looking for, I just like to draw. But I'll take some Heist. Okay, there's the one creature they have in hand. They do have at the end. I'm not worried about the Deadly Cover-Up. We don't really play a lot of creatures. So the end would be probably better to remove. It's cheaper for them to play. I mean, we do play creatures, but yeah. Plus, if they have to end up exiling with the Deadly Cover-Up, that's good for us, but we'll see. We'll see if that was the right play. There's an Overlord. We do have removal for it. Thankfully, it just all it does is produces a mana for them and not much else. Bandit. Yeah, I mean, we have been in their hand, but with the Bandit, now we can capitalize on them having nothing in their hand. Which is the best way to play Bandit. Best way to play it. After they have nothing. If only we could get a demon. We do have the mana for it, but with the caliber of deck that they're playing, I am kind of more focused on making sure they're not able to reanimate something crazy or even hardcast it. So getting into their hand is probably what I should be doing, but also I mean, whittling down their health while we can is good. Okay, we got rewarded. Since I think they don't have much in their hand, I'm gonna gift, because they didn't do anything last turn of any importance or value. Yeah, two land. Okay. Well, we can utilize our mana, thankfully, to the Bandit's talent, and we can do some damage with this demon, and then, of course, the Unholy Annex. So they're in a bit of a pickle here. If they don't draw something right here, this is game. Let's see what it is. Of course, it's removal. It's a good draw for them. We still have the ability to do damage. Well, they just have land in hand. I actually don't have a way to remove it, but we don't need to worry about it. I will go ahead and go for the graveyard. Just in case they're able to get in there. I guess the right play is the Mazemind Tome, because at this point we are kind of looking for Soulstone Sanctuaries, some other way to get a demon, because they could have removal for the Bandit's talent, and then we're not able to really do damage. It's crazy that they have 4 health. I'm still nervous. I don't see that very often. Discover 5. It could be a problem. So we're just gonna draw. Ancient Vendetta. What would we name? Well, there's Valgavoth, but I don't think that's play. Okay, that wasn't the best hit for them. I think, yeah, we'll just keep the pressure on their graveyard. They have no board again. Oh yeah, Unholy Annex should do the trick. Alright. That's 2, and that's 2. Alright. Well, there it is. That's a pretty good display of the deck. Okay. This is a great hand. Lots of options. We'll get our mana, our 3rd mana. Usually that's really all we need is 3 mana to operate this deck comfortably. 4 mana to get a demon out from Unholy Annex if needed, but that will come over time. And they had to take a mulligan, so this is possibly devastating for them. I'm always going to go for Rakdos joins up. That's what they're going to be looking for. Even though the invasion comes out and they get value from it, I just don't want any chances with them being able to reanimate immediately. I hope they're going to have to draw for it, so. Bandit's Talent. This is a risky one, but okay, that felt good. 2 land. And they are still 1 mana away from a zombify. Let's go ahead and exile the graveyard. Make them hate us even more. But that's the thing about this deck. It can still pop off very quickly. It's terrifying. Dinosaurs is terrifying, and I am ready for it to rotate. I haven't even looked to see if it is going to make it past rotation or not. I don't think it will, but we'll see. People find a way, right? It's a really fun deck, but I just hate the whole spin the wheel random aspect to it. I mean, it's fun. Definitely fun. Maybe not as consistent. Let's just say that. It's not as consistent. But something is, I mean, right there. If I basically have to remove him, but it's going to do 14 damage to my face. I have to remove him. I don't have any exile. Man, that sucked. Okay, hard mode engaged. But they've been playing hard mode since turn 2, so we got this. Well, since they have nothing in hand, I guess we just need to start setting up for making sure that it remains that way. This is risky. It's going to be a land. It's going to be a land. It's always a land. Whenever there's nothing in their hand. Okay, I deserve that. I just helped them because their next draw would have just been land. They would have had to play it and pass. Now, okay. I got a little greedy. That's what this deck does, though. It makes you really greedy. Oh, okay. Yep. Get that out of there. Do not want. Galta is... Nope. He already did me dirty. So they're down to 14. That's not good enough. We do have a Mazemind Tome proc on health coming, but it won't be this turn. So we can go ahead and name Itali. That card is in the dinosaur deck always. I don't think there's a list that I've seen that doesn't have it. So that's what I'm going to name. And yeah, it's just worth, even though we haven't seen it yet, like I know it's coming. So I'm just gonna name him, and look at there. That is no longer an issue. I wonder how they feel about that. I don't know what else to name. I mean, I could name Zombify or Rakdos joins up. They still have one on the board though, so if they get something out onto the battlefield and are able to kill it, or it has haste, it doesn't matter. But I know Atali is pretty much the worst offender of dinosaurs, I would say. Galta is right there with it though. So yeah, this is just gonna ensure that they take more damage. It's kind of our main damage dealing aspect to the deck, because as you probably have realized, there's not really any creatures. Yeah, I keep wanting to play Duress, but yeah, that would be silly. So they're gonna lose 4. Oh, I hate this top deck game, but there's a land. They're not happy to see that. Maybe they are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They can cast quite a bit with 7. So yeah, we're gonna throw a demon out. I don't really think they have a lot of removal. So once this demon hits, it's at least a blocker, but it also ensures lethal next turn. And I think they realize that, so I might fast forward this rope. Alright, gotta love time travel. Maybe they were just thinking. Alright, there's 4. Ooh, has to be a good card. Doesn't look like it is. I don't like this. That's a mulligan. It's just too slow. Better. I think in this case, getting rid of the land. Oh, that's a tough one. I know I'll draw another Annex. I just know I will. But yeah, I think getting rid of land is the play. Okay. Mono red. This probably isn't going to hit anything, is it? Nope. That's a lot of creatures. This doesn't look good. You already know. 95. I do already know. I didn't keep a hand with any removal, that's for sure. It's going to bite me in the butt. Hey look, we drew our land. Can't complain, right? I don't think we're going to be able to do this. Yeah, there's 5 damage at least. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That sucks. Oh, wow. What can you do? See, I knew we'd draw the other Annex. Oh my gosh. It happens. Nice. This is acceptable. Not gonna fall for what we went through last game. We've got at least 1 removal. Whoa. Golgari. Much respect. I love Golgari piles. I don't like playing against them. That's a lot of Unholy Annex, or more than I'd like to see. I would have removed it otherwise. I mean, I guess we can... yeah, whoa, okay. Let's use those against them. They're gonna play them, obviously. And if we can control the demon, then they're gonna have health problems. It's bad for their health. So at this point, yeah, I think we'll let them play the Unholy Annexes, and then we'll just control the board. We should have no problem doing that. You know, I might take one of these just for myself. Even though we have them in our deck, I don't see it in my hand, so now I do. I mean, just in the off chance they do get away with a demon and that we're not able to remove, that would suck. So Alright. We're gonna copycat. And take a chance here because... Oh, they do have creatures now. Okay. Lumbering World Wagon. That's a good card. They just get more land, but this whole flying Death Touch lifelink is not good. I think that is a better removal. Okay, there's Bandit's talent. There's their second Unholy. They have no demons, so working as intended. It's nice to know, like, have this information, like, at the beginning of the game, right? You can kind of plan ahead, because this is certainly going to, according to plan. For the opponent to have 2 annexes, it seems wild, because it's just so much value, but it's also so much health loss. Okay, we do have 2 removals, well, 3, and 2 of them are targeted. And instant. So there's the first one. That's going to be 6 damage. Or, sorry, 4. I guess they cast one of them as a demon first. Well, nothing else to do, so we'll play that. They still have a lot of cards in hand, but... What else can we do? I mean, I don't think they play off their graveyard, so Strategic Betrayal is not going to really be that effective unless they have something on the board. Oh my gosh, 3 Annex. 3, ooh, Ancient Vendetta. I don't know what we would name, but I just like to see that. There are 4 Annex on the board right now. They're all the opponents. That's not even my Annex. That's crazy. Okay, it worked again. 4 damage. We're not going to get any health procs off the Bandit's talent, but what would we name? I don't know. I don't know what's in their deck. I can't think of anything. It's too risky. I mean, we can force the Sheldred's Edict. I think that's the best play. I mean, we know they have it. We don't necessarily need the health, so I think we'll force the Edict, because that way if we do draw a land, the creature land, we'd be able to play that. But, yeah, Soulstone Sanctuary, thank you. Yeah, that land. I don't know why my mind went blank on that. I couldn't remember Cut Down earlier, which is weird. Alright, yeah, well, we knew they would use that, but it did take some mana. Maybe it prevented them from playing another creature. Okay, that's how you put yourself on.